Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a little rambling, but not while I'm driving. I'm stationary because a few of you are worried about me rambling while I drive, and I understand. This morning I was listening to Patera, Appalachia's Homestead, and I don't know if the video was posted today actually, but you can look for it. So it was a video about, I think it was called, Are We Being Set Up? And it was alluding to the fact that maybe the next big thing that is coming will have more of an effect on our children. And when I say thing, I mean the next, like, thing that started in 2020. We know there's going to be a next one. I don't know if you guys, like, are into the same kind of research and theories that I am, but it's almost like everyone knows that was practice round and there's going to be another one. They always have to tell us what's coming before it happens. And if you've studied, like, the occult, and I don't mean like studying it, like getting into it, I mean you have to know your enemy. So you have to study what the enemy studies. You have to know what they do, how they communicate, so that you can figure out what's coming next. I mean, you have to know your enemy. They tell you what's coming before it comes. And if I can include this clip without getting some kind of a copyright strike or something, I'll include it now.
You know, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, you know, I'd say is will get attention this time.
What would cause people to pay attention to the next one more than they did the last one? Going along with Patera's theory that if this next one has a greater effect on our children, that'll get the mama bears and papa bears riled up. Yes, people will pay attention to it. And I hate to say it like that. I hate to minimize the effect that the last one had on our elderly community. But I was doing a little, you know, looking into it, and I guess the term elderly is taking into account people 65 and older. And I'm sorry if you're 65 or older that they consider you elderly. You may not consider yourself elderly, but that's what they consider elderly. And we saw that the last one had a greater effect and greater risk for the elderly community. I guess those 65 and older, and realistically, probably, you know, in the 70s, 80s or older. But that percentage of the population, I looked up, is 16 or 17% are considered elderly of the U.S. population. So if you're going based on the mindset of the majority of the people, most people were thinking, oh, this, you know, this isn't something that's going to affect me. This is, you know, I don't have to worry as much. I don't have to be as careful unless I'm going around my elderly family members. It's not going to affect me. So if you're in your, you know, teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, those people, and I don't want to say it was selfish, but, you know, you think of self-perseverance, and you think of, is this going to affect me or not? And a majority of those people, a majority of the population were thinking, this is something that doesn't affect me. It affects the elderly, because that's what was being pumped into the news. So let's flip the script and say 2023, 2024, 2025, something new comes out. Some new variation, mutation comes out, and it has a significantly harsher effect on the younger population. And I'm talking like your children, your teens and younger. That's really going to get people riled up. Just like Billy Goat said, they'll pay attention to the next one, which is foreshadowing, like they love to do, that there will be a next one. So as a parent, as a mom, as a single mom, I have the sense of responsibility all on me, that I'm going to take care of my son. It's innate. I guess it's not innate for some people. I mean, there are those crazy stories you hear on the news about people who do horrible things to their children. But for most normal people, it is your instinct to take care of your child, to do everything. You will risk your life. You will do everything. You'll give up anything you can For your child's happiness, well-being, health, peace of mind, you will do anything. So what will they be able to get us to do if they hold the only solution to your child who is very, very ill getting better? What power will they have? A parent will do anything. That mama bear, papa bear sense kicks in, and you will move mountains. You will do whatever it takes for your child to be happy and healthy. So a couple days ago, my son got his bottom braces on. He already had his top braces on. He just got the bottom ones on. I guess they do it in increments. I don't remember. I was many, many years ago when I got mine on. But I remember the pain. When you first get your braces on, it's excruciating pain. It's almost like you have cavities in every single one of your teeth. That aching, like deep down in your brain hurt that you go through when your teeth are being pulled and ripped into different, positions. It's painful, I know. My son's 13 years old, and I don't think that I have ever seen him in that kind of pain, like screaming, crying pain. And as a mom, I feel it inside of me. I'm sure you've experienced this. If your child has ever been in so much pain, maybe they broke a bone, maybe they were incredibly sick, but you feel their pain inside of you, and you just want to do anything and everything that you can to take that away from them, and it hurts so bad to see them in pain. But being a prepared person, you want to do anything and everything you can to be prepared for anything that might come, so that your child doesn't have to go through that. In the minor, circumstance of getting your braces on, obviously I had the children's Advil, the adult Advil. Sometimes a child's in a position where they can't swallow pills and you need the liquid kind. I had the Ambisol, the gel that you put on your mouth, which really helped. Ready with a Epsom salt bath to kind of soothe him and relax him. But you want to have these things. You want to have the mindset, the prepared mindset, to have the solution for your child so they don't have to suffer. And yeah, I'm rambling right now, but if you foresaw something coming, which I think we all do, that could affect your child, are you going out and doing the things now to help prepare for that? Do you have all the cold medications, the congestion medication, the natural remedies, whatever you might use, the Advil, Tylenol, fever reducing stuff, the hot teas, or stuff that can soothe them, stuff for stomach aches, stuff for toothaches? Do you have all that stuff for your child if something was coming that you could kind of prepare for? Even simple things like being responsible enough as a working parent to save your days off. If you only have a certain amount of days off or vacation time, to be able to save those hours or time, whatever, to be able to take off to be home with your child if they do get sick, or if things get really bad. Have you been financially responsible enough to plan to put some money aside, like a rainy day fund, to be able to still cover your everyday bills if you are out of work, or you have to stay out of work with your child or family member? I talk a lot about preparing with survival type stuff, emergency stuff, food especially, and the food will get you by. If you're stuck at home, somebody's sick, you're sick, you can't go out to the grocery store, you have everything in your house that you'll need. But there's other things to think about, if there is a next one. We all saw what happened with people not being able to go to work, being told to just stay at home, and it financially devastated so many people. Are we prepared for that again? And I don't mean for this to all be about a child and taking care of your child, because you might have a spouse at home that's ill. You might have a special needs somebody at home that needs, that depends on you, somebody with a disability that you're taking care of, and these people are all very, very important to you, and you want to have the ability to care for them. If this is on your shoulders, if this is, you're the person providing, you want to be able to provide for them. It's not just a parent-child relationship. It's anybody in your immediate surroundings that you are caring for, or, you know, the breadwinner in the household for. Are we prepared for the next one? I guess that's all I kind of wanted to talk about today. If it specifically has to do with children or affects children worse, what are you willing to do? What lengths are you willing to go to for your child? And I think ultimately that's going to be the question. That is going to be their jumping off point. Like, this is how they will gain power, control, or manipulate you into doing something you might not want to do. Just my personal opinion. So anyway, that's enough rambling. I'm going to go head into Walmart and I'm going to go get some cold medicine and all that kind of, you know, stuff that's in the healthcare section, to prepare for any kind of stuff that might be coming up. That's my goal for today. What's yours? What are you doing today to prep? Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.